in all the data about the results so that you can do the analysis as you proceed. And therefore, I will not spend so much time. And maybe I will highlight one or two things and then we proceed and release the results. But before I do so, I want to say this. First of all, individually, in my own right as an individual and a citizen of this country, I'm very grateful. And I very sincerely thank the Lord for the opportunity to serve my country and thank the President for the opportunity he has given us to serve in this position. And I want to tell you very sincerely that I thank the Lord for the way he has led us in the last 1 month. All of us have been all over the country by road, by air, and moved everywhere. But we are fine, save for a mishap we had with our head teachers from Meru and about 2 or so students we lost in circumstances that had nothing to do with the exam. All our candidates have completed the exams. They are safe and sound. They have gone back to their parents. All our directors and everyone is okay. We are in good health, and we thank God that we've come this far even after we moved around so much without any problem. Secondly, I want to sincerely thank my colleagues, my 2 cabinet colleagues, General Kaiseri and Joe Mushero. I will shortly talk about this whole exercise and how we've gotten here, basically emphasizing the importance of the partnership approach, delivering as one government, working together as agencies of government that are charged with responsibility to deliver services to our people. That is our responsibility. But let me pause here to say that I remember last year when we released the examination, I stood up and as I said, as a responsible public servant, I tendered an apology for the mess in which we had found ourselves. By the time we were releasing KCSE early this year, 7,809 of our children did not have results. That was an unacceptable situation. We cannot live that way. We cannot claim to be responsible people. And I tendered an apology, and I said at that time that I do not wish to apologize again. I will take responsibility. The buck stops here. I will do whatever it takes on my own. With the help of the Lord Almighty, we will do the right thing this time around, even if it means waking up at 4 a.m. in the morning and going to containers at 5 a.m. in the morning, to be sure that we get it right. And you can see from the results we are about to announce today that working together, all of us, and focusing on the task at hand, we all have the capacity and the potential to drive in the right direction so that our education sector moves in the right direction and we raise our children up in a responsible manner. We do not have to teach our children very early in their lives that you can engage in shortcuts and that you can get things without working for them, as it were. So I'm really grateful to all my colleagues, starting with my cabinet colleagues, both those who are here, the 2 of them, who are the ones who have worked very closely on this issue. It's true, as General Kaiseri said, we started this in March. You remember His Excellency the President, when he addressed the nation during the State of the Nation address, the President made a promise to the country. He undertook that we will bring about reform. And I sincerely want to say this before you as fellow citizens and fellow countrymen, that our President has remained very focused and very consistent on this issue, and my cabinet colleagues who are here can testify to the solid and focused leadership the President has provided to the manner in which we are moving forward in the education sector. Because as he says all the time, whatever we are doing for our country amounts to nothing if we are not educating our children and we are not building the human resource capacity we need. So I'm grateful, first as a citizen, not even as a cabinet minister, first of all, as a citizen of the country, that our President is that focused, is that committed, and is providing us the guidance and the support that we need. This exam, coming to it now, demonstrates that the partnership approach works, that coordination works, that working together, all of us, that if we actually abandon the silo mentality that sometimes we get into of working in our own corners, we will do better and we will deliver better. I have seen some very interesting cooperation across the board. Starting from our own sector in education, I want to say here very candidly, very openly, about how grateful I am personally to my sister Nancy Macharia and the leadership of the Teacher Service Commission. She has remained committed, focused, and forthright, and we have worked together. All our colleagues at the Teacher Service Commission, we have all focused on delivery of results, and we have that delivery here with us. I am so grateful to my colleagues from other sectors. The Ministry of ICT gave us staff, seconded staff to us who have supported us, and we have continued to work with them. I can't thank General Kaiseri enough with our colleagues in the Ministry of Interior. Everywhere I have gone, and I think I've lost count of the number of schools and centers I've visited in the last 1 month. I have been at almost every day the examination was going on. Virtually every day I was at a container at 5 a.m. in the morning or some other time. And everywhere I went, the county commissioner of the area, the deputy county commissioner were promptly present. They provided us with the guidance we needed. And anytime we had an issue, they themselves actually could even call us and advise us on what we would do. And I'm really grateful to our colleagues from the Ministry of Interior. But I want to say this to you. My heart goes out, and frankly, my heroes and heroines this year are the head teachers. Our head teachers. The strategy, when we designed a new strategy of administering exams, truth be told now, looking at the strategy later on, we actually discovered that strategy is based and is going to be dependent on the delivery of the head teachers. So if they delivered, we succeed. If they didn't deliver, we are cooked. And at some point, we were a little bit nervous. But our head teachers, and I want all of you head teachers, wherever you are in this country, our head teachers and principals, to know this. We truly appreciate you. And if we celebrate this result, we will be celebrating the work of our head teachers. The level of commitment, including yesterday when I was in Machakos in the morning to open the container in Machakos, there are about 72 centers that pick exams from that center where I was in the morning. And all the head teachers were there. And every time we've had conversations with them, very committed, very focused. And actually, I didn't know until I started interacting with the head teachers how pained they themselves were with the manner in which we ran the examination process before. Because as the head teachers, they raised the children, they trained them, and then they also got funny results at the end. So I am very grateful to the head teachers. I thank them very sincerely from the bottom of my heart. And I want to tell you this. I have come to this realization, and my colleagues in the Ministry of Education too have come to this realization. As we move forward, even from January, when we introduce more reforms and we want to drive faster to reform the education sector even better, our focus is going to be on what we do with the head teachers, how we strengthen them, how we empower them, what more tools we need to give them, and how we go forward. Because they are central to the delivery and the achievement of our objectives as we go forward. So I'm really grateful to them. And all of you good people that the Lord has put in our lives, my colleagues from Jogo House, my colleagues from Kenya National Examinations Council, my colleagues from the Teacher Service Commission, we had a huge contingent of directors because we had both the overt and the covert strategy. And all of you, especially the ones who were in the covert strategy, the directors and the senior officials that we worked with, I want to thank you.